Okay, January 7th, T-73 days. This is about community and connection in regards to a WhatsApp. Actually, on January 5th, I got an email, which I got a text message to connect to WhatsApp for all the participants. And I tried to do that through the text message, and it did not work, which I wasn't overly surprised. I'll mention that in a minute. Excuse me. But then on January 7th, I got an email, and it says, oops. So here's the correct link. So that's why it didn't work. And I'll just give a couple of thoughts that came to mind about community and connection. And my personal experience with community and connection after these kind of intensive workshops, it is not, for me, it's not meant to be. It never happens, and I just don't worry about it anymore. And for that, I'm just going to show you this, which I'll show you later. So, there's cycle 3, cycle 2, cycle 1. There's a timeless living workshop. There's some Watsu classes I took over the years. And all of those tried to do Facebook pages, contact lists, and WhatsApps and stuff like that. And this is my thought on that. And my personal experience with those is they just don't do anything. You go through an intensive workshop, you get very close with people. It feels like you're gonna have all these new friends, and within 2 days afterwards, no one's talking to anyone. This seems a little bit different. This third cycle, it does seem like people are a little bit more interested and involved in people's, their personal lives and what they are, who they are, what they're doing, their jobs and stuff like that. But the other groups, I would easily say within 2 days, everyone signs up for Facebook groups and this and that, and no one just doesn't go anywhere. And not right or wrong. In my experience, it's just it's a container. When you go to these, it's a very intensive workshop. It's a container. People are all contained, and then once you leave that container, you go back to your regular life and try to reintegrate stuff. And you think of those people occasionally, but they're not the main players in your life. So they just go where they need to go. Sometimes you see them in an airport. That was kind of interesting. But you meet them, you say hi, you're glad to see them. But yeah, so I was kind of surprised that this app actually did connect quickly, and there's already 20-30 people had already signed up for it. So what's my thoughts on this? Well, my first thought on January 5th was that, this ain't gonna work, and it didn't. So on January 7th, I was kind of pleasantly surprised that it did. But like I said, my experience has been their containers, specific containers, and that's how